Check us out in Milwaukee at the Con Midwest Gaming Classic, April 29th to May 1st. I'm detecting notes of bad taste, a whiff of cash grabbing, and stealing from an already stolen source. This is the second animated Titanic movie, the one with the talking octopus.
Correct. Here's your second bottle of obscure shit.
More essence of ship shit, a bouquet of noise confused for acting, and history learned from a Denny's placemat. This is the magic voyage.
Right again. Critic, why are you proud of literally smelling shit?
It's not just shit, Malcolm. It's obscure animated shit, and there is an art to it. Next one, please. Ooh, a seasonal blend. Ah, this is Rhapsody, Stray Kids.
Ha! It's...
Wait, with a melange of Christmas tree.
Damn it. Nobody who values anything should be able to do this.
Admittedly, it did bother me at first, but that's before I became a connoisseur. Yes, we talk about a lot of big movies and shows on this series, but every once in a while you have to give into the rare, obscure, class of their own animated shit. While there's certainly a lot of it out there, only the special ones do something so awful and new, they stand out the most.
Well, this one should be different from what you've tried before.
I seriously doubt that. Oh, an abundance of eyesores.
Uh-huh.
Animation on par with a Norm of the North sequel.
Yeah?
And the career death of one of Disney's best directors. Oh my god, what is this?
It's the Bobbleheads, you son of a bitch!
The rumors were true.
That's right. And now that you've smelled it, you know what's next.
No.
It's time to gobble the bobble.
No. Please, God! Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. The Bobbleheads movie was another one of those films people had to watch the trailer for just to see if it was real. Released in 2020, because really is there a more fitting year. Bobbleheads is so bad, it doesn't have a Wikipedia page, didn't muster up a Blu-ray release, and sad to say is directed by Kirk Wise, director of Disney's Atlantis, Hunchback, and Beauty and the Beast. There's one of three options of how this could be. One, this was just a paycheck movie. Two, he tried to make it work but the studio intervened. Or three, maybe he was the guy who did all the gargoyle stuff. I'm leaning towards one of the first two. You know those Simpsons parodies of Pixar films?
I'm empty! Don't let them put pencils in me!
It's like someone said, wait, that would probably make money. This is a new level of uniquely bad, in that it's so lackluster and so uninventive that it's not even entertaining from a tacky angle. Yet its mere existence is so horrifying you can't help but talk about it. It's a unique realm of both being worth talking about and not being worth talking about at the same time. Though I don't know, consuming this might have had some bad side effects on me.
What makes you say that, Critic? Everything's fine.
It's almost like drinking shit is unhealthy for you. Pfft, there's your quote for the movie, Bobbleheads. That music is way too proud to play before this.
Oh, sorry, thought it was hard-boiled.
So quickly, you can see why this only has a DVD release, because it looks like a straight-to-DVD movie. I'm already confused. Which ones are the Bobbleheads? They all look so plastic, I believe any of them are.
Got a little egg on your face.
We open with a family in the suburbs, and in probably the film's cruelest tease, we find out the parents are roller coaster designers.
Dream the Scream, theme park design, Rosa speaking.
Sounds awesome, right? So let's focus on the bobbleheads. Yeah, despite this being their job, we never see a coaster in this. It's like opening in Superman's Fortress of Solitude and following his nail clipper. Putting your lame thing next to an awesome thing just makes it more of a lame thing.
No survivors.
The couple is named Jim and Rosa, and their coaster keeps throwing people to their deaths. God, I wish I could see this plot play out more. Their daughter Audrey isn't much help, as she's told to look after her sister Bella.
I am OTC, off the clock.
Oh, just one favor.
Admittedly, it was brave starting us off hating everything as a starting point. After your eyes start bleeding from too much pink. No, really, I think my pupils are pink now. We're shown one of our main characters, Ikioi. That was the first bobble and already I'm uncomfortable. This is gonna go great. But man, Audrey's got some real problems with her folks and their job. Oh, not that they're away all the time, but rather she wants to see less of them. And this is done as a legit emotional moment.
Like in an office away from home and away from me, people just disappoint you.
Now you might be saying, what a god-awful character and a god-awful message, but seeing how this came out during 2020 just before lockdown,
It might not be the message we deserved, but the one we needed.
clocked it 5 minutes in, dead baby. Why'd I just have a feeling that was gonna be a thing in this movie? No, she's fine, but our sociopath in training is seriously put off by her near death.
Bella almost fell.
I'm OTC, remember? Ugh.
I know she seems like the worst, but for the Saw movie I'm writing in my head right now, she's perfect. Jim gets a call from his estranged brother Earl, played by Luke Wilson? Okay, I can't name one thing you've been in a decade, but you're still better than this.
Hey, I hadn't seen you in 15 years. What kind of a relationship is that?
Ideal!
How every call ended when making this movie. The Bobbles apparently set up a weekend vacation on the computer for the family, and the parents decided to follow through with it, thinking it was Audrey's idea.
We know this was your idea.
What? That's ridiculous.
What a performance, Audrey! You should think about acting.
Yeah, she'll start when you start. Once they leave, the Bobbles come alive, and yeah, it's pretty unbearable. I didn't really think about what it would be like to look at these things with their waving heads for an hour and a half, and it's surprisingly easy to get nauseous. I think the main reason is we like to read a person's expressions. Their eyes, smiles, frowns. There's so many subtle gestures of communication that aren't verbal. And this is an assault on that. Imagine all the characters from Princess Mononoke were those shaky head sprites. Every time they do anything, it looks like a glitch. Thank God there's no shots from their point of view. It'd be like watching Toy Story through the Cloverfield cam. Our main characters are Ikioi, voiced by Karen Fukuhara. She's got my back. Kelani, played by Brenda Song. Amphibia joke, I don't know. And Purrbles, played by Julian Sands, doing his best impression of the Shame Wizard.
Let's not let our prototypes give us a big head, eh?
May the record show a poorly timed erection.
Purrbles?
Even that name's a little ewy. It sounds like a gremlin in a porno.
Oh no, it's Purrbles. He's gonna make her bikini shrink.
Ooh, a plop sound effect and wah-wah music. If it was the 20s, this won an Oscar. So you may think after the folks leave, the plot gets started. But nope, they just hang around the house doing nothing for 7 minutes. I think they're assuming kids will be entertained just by their shaking heads. We're watching Waving Keys, the movie.
Hello, hey, anybody home?
Something close to a plot gets going when Jim's brother Earl drops by with his wife, Binky, played by Jennifer Coolidge.
Family wouldn't leave family out on the porch to rot.
I don't know, it is the Wilsons. The two of them break in, and am I crazy or did they actually forget to put a mouth on their main character? Maybe they assume nothing of value can be said in this film, so they just erase the lips altogether.
This is a bubble boundary violation.
Yeah, this movie's like a game of which bodily functions will abandon you when you dream about it tonight. Ooh, we're up to kidneys. It looks like Earl took Jim's bobblehead collection years ago, and to make it up to him, he wants to trade one of a baseball player for Purrbles, who just happens to be worth a fortune because he's a collectible. The baseball player is named Deuce, voiced by Khary Payton, which boy, going from Teen Titans to Walking Dead to this makes me think you should fire one of your 12 agents. And he's based on a real athlete in this world.
He traded his bat for a medical degree, joined Doctors Without Borders, but sadly, deep in the Amazon jungle, he was carried off by a python.
Plot 3 I'd rather watch a movie about than this.
My humans are total mega fans of your proto. He's right up there with Cher.
Cher's not that big a deal. I hear she's in the Bobbleheads movie.
Quiet!
25 minutes in, and what's our first major sequence? Making a sandwich. The Snyder cut fell shorter than this. I'd say do something, but that would mean their heads would bobble more. I'm already getting sick looking at that. After getting past the dog, don't worry, your bad CG movie will come soon enough. They get themselves into more horrifying troubles. Well, we made it to Bowles. The dog chases them outside, though.
Oh, crap!
Well, there's that PG rating. Did that extra edge save you at the box office?
Landmine! Pile of poop!
No, thank you!
Man, you couldn't even do anything with a poop joke. Give the 3 toddlers who actually saw this what they want. They try to find a way back in, so they sneak through the air vents.
He can't do it, Kelani.
Get out! You are so cray-cray.
Did a grandma who just discovered 2005 write this?
Oh, so you're Judge Judy now?
My mistake, 1996. See Doug play Jedi Fallen Order Fridays on Twitch. Hope to see you there. The couple decide to spend the night, and the Bobbles try to figure out a way to scare them off.
Earl hates scary movies. Let's be one.
Interesting. I like it.
I'm on board.
I made a deal with the TV to play a bunch of them. Well, bobbleheads aren't the only ones with souls.
Why would that be? They set up all sorts of creepy tricks around the house to make Earl think the place is haunted. Hey, here's an idea. Just show them you're talking bobbleheads. I'm sure that'd be enough to scare the piss out of them.
Purrbles McCat is a one-of-a-kind original made by a famous artist.
Once Purrbles finds out how much he's worth, he literally throws himself at the couple, hoping he'll be put in a bobblehead museum.
I'll go for top price. Maybe have a place of honor in the Bobblehead Museum.
I'll spare you the time because I know you're looking it up. It is a thing.
What you got there, boy?
What do you know? That stupid dog had it all along.
Okay, if those dog legs were actually proportionate, I think you would look like this. The two of them get in a fight, though, as Earl has second thoughts about selling the cat.
We sell that kitty and we can go places.
Not that way, Binky.
Not in the butt. Binky evolves from robbery to kidnapping. Well, isn't she a little Hans Gruber? And decides to throw Earl in the trunk and take the bobblehead for herself. And give her credit, she has literally the only funny line in the movie.
Honest to Pete, Earl, you're so dumb you put stamps on an email.
Well, you know, you can print those stamps at home with time and place. She decides to take a bath first because we need her to do something while Purrbles escapes, which sadly leads to this animation. Please tell me there's a Bobble suicide pill waiting for that cat afterwards. But it looks like the Bobbleheads need help. This looks like a job for the most random of celebrities. Do you believe I said yes to this?
I'm my own bobblehead.
Yep, Michael Jackson is in this movie. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's LaToya. As she appears right the dick out of nowhere to offer advice.
You don't have to live under anybody's shadow. You can achieve anything.
She tells them about the Bobble Creed, which the Bobbles constantly argue over and can't agree on. But it's cool, she's from the Bobble High Council. I'm high, right? There's no way I'd be seeing any of this if it wasn't baked like a cake.
The Bobble Creed is simple. Bobbles, bobble, and bring joy.
That's it?
I don't know, I'm recording this in an Uber. I put more effort into my 2 seconds on the Pee-wee Christmas special.
Can't you stay with us?
I'm sorry, Bubbles.
They got me budgeted for 10 minutes, and even then I think I'm wasting my time. Direct deposit my check! They decide to band together and home alone the house. It's almost exactly what they did before. And Binky, of course, falls for every trap.
They're animatronic! They've invented animatronic bobbleheads!
That's surprisingly the most reasonable thing said in the movie. Yes, it's far-fetched, but not as much as Bobbles are just alive, because... shrug. Ooh! Violent vomiting reflex! They use the toy roller coaster to throw themselves at her. Oh yeah, remember when we thought this movie might be about roller coasters? It's sad this film's making me nostalgic for ideas I wanted it to be. And they finally take her out. Earl gets free off screen because the makers of this want to go home and the baubles go back on their little perches. The question of how or why those things exist would be light years more interesting than the hour and a half we just witnessed.
That goes into bracket B. Nice work, Ikioi.
They rebuild the coaster for when the family comes home that, wouldn't you know it, fixed all their design problems.
No fatalities.
Oh, I refuse to believe this movie resulted in no fatalities. Even Earl comes back and apologizes for all the wrongs he's done in the past.
I just spoiled good times we could have had as brothers.
Why did you come on in?
Yeah, just get in here. We're like 2 minutes away from the end credits. And I don't know about you, but I would scream like Alfred Molina from Raiders of the Lost Ark if this appeared on my monitor.
Welcome to the family.
Bobble righteous.
So of course, let's show more of her as the credits close us out. I've played Castlevania games where Medusa heads are flying right at you, and they're still not as scary as Bobblehead Cher's convulsions.
Moving your body, wind it up tight.
She says exactly what you would think she would say, thinking the mic was off.
That was terrible. This is really bad. That's just disturbing. Maybe it's good that nobody's watching.
And it ends with this knee slapper.
I got you, Bobbles.
She gives a look like, ha, I was part of 90 minutes that'll never be returned to you. And well, I'm glad somebody's smiling at the end of this. It's no surprise that the Bobbleheads movie is awful, but what sets it apart from other bad animated movies is how torturously long it feels. The lack of passion, imagination, and ingenuity takes what should be a forgettable hour and a half and makes it feel like a 3-hour melting of neurons. Aside from literally one throwaway joke from Coolidge, there is not one laugh I got out of this. Not one clever scene, not even a so bad it's good moment. It's just unpleasant to watch and feels like an eternity. As obscure animated shit goes, this is a rare vintage I'm assuming will not age well. Jesus, I feel like just watching that movie is messing with how I see everything.
Don't worry, Critic. I'll help you with that.
Oh God! Superman's nail clipper!
Onward to more amazing adventures!
I guess I was wrong, this film's great!
That's just disturbing.
Hey everybody, still doing Cameo for charity. And this month the money I receive goes to Razum for the Ukraine. If you want me to say happy birthday or best wishes or just about anything at all, go ahead and get a cameo from me and be giving to a good cause. And even if you're like, screw you, I don't want a cameo from you, check out the charity anyway. It's a wonderful one to donate to, or if you don't have money to donate, please consider at least spreading the word about the good that they do so that maybe others can help out. Thank you so much.